Hello, how are you doing? This is Rocket Man. You can also call me Jen, Genesis, and welcome to my channel. And so I'm on a mission, as you can see, to go from in the PowerPoint here on the screen, to go from $61,000 and turn that into millions, right? And you're going to see every part of my journey, and well, not every part, but most of it, where I'm posting and where I get there. Because this journey will take, won't be. We're not day trading. It's more like a swing trading strategy. Well, it'll take a couple of years to get there, like a year or two to get to where I want to go. So right now, I'm sitting on about $61,000 in investments, and my goal is to take that $61,000 and multiply it into uh, wealth and hopefully generational wealth and into millions when they have kids, right? Um, so I'm going to be sharing my strategies, right, and try to be transparent, be honest. Um, it's just more like a blog, more like a journal for myself as well. So I may look back on this and see where I came from in this cheesy video, um, and look at how how much I've learned along the way and how much we learned along the way. Another thing I'll be focusing on is market insights, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, portfolio updates. Another thing I want to do is look at delve down into some books of some mentors of mine. Well, they're not really direct mentors, but they're book mentors, right? It's people who may not be alive today, but they are like my giants, things that I've read, and I feel that they are have given me my philosophy in shaping my thought of how to invest. So one of my favorite all-time favorite books here is How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market by Nicholas Darvis here. Nicholas Darvis. Um, Nicholas Darvis, he died few decades ago, and he wrote other books. I have all his books, by the way. You can still make it in the markets. Um, Wall Street, The Other Las Vegas, right? The Darvis system. This system here. Another book. I think, The Anatomy of Success. This is the book I'm actually currently reading right now. This book, and I really love Nicholas Darvis and a guy named William O'Neill. William O'Neill here. You can see his book is here, and he wrote the book How to Make Money in Stocks. Another one, in terms of technical analysis, is called Cloud Charts by David Linton. So I combine all these people together, and I created my own strategy. Um, right? And so in these videos, in these series of videos, and these series of YouTube uh, uh, like lessons, whatever, I'll be reviewing these books or taking their thoughts, their ideas, and incorporating them in my analysis as I go along, and I'll update my portfolio. So if you love books, if you like uh, discussing even controversial topics, because that's what we'll be doing too sometimes. And if you like self-development, hey, this is for you. You know, Another thing that my channel is about, it's not just about money, but I believe in aspirational lifestyle. So I also want to show that lifestyle in a particular context. So what do I mean by that? So there's this guy named Nicholas Darvis, right? Right. As you read his books, you start to see that he traveled places. So what I want to do is as I read his books, go to where he's been. Go to where these my financial greats have been, and like for example, he stayed in a $1,000 per night hotel for a day. So I'm going to do the same thing. Uh, just to feel kind of feel the air that they breathe and be around the things that they were as well. Maybe even pay a visit to Wall Street as well. Looking at things from a historical perspective, cultural perspective, philological perspective, things like that. And, also as a way to stay motivated and stay on track of my goal of reaching that multi-millionaire multi-million dollars. Actually, it's beyond that and beyond, right? And beyond, right? We're starting from 61,000, right? And this is all real. And another thing that I want to bring into my channel is not only just focus on wealth, right? And aspiration lifestyle, but I believe that everything's connected, right? So I'm going to call this is what I'm going to call this is a realistic spirituality. So, in my philosophy, I'm going to combine science, right, with nature and the universe, with success and a type of relative wholesomeness. That's why I want to bring here. So, what I want to do is share my thoughts on how having the right mindset, right? And being in tune with the world, right? Being in tune with ourselves can lead to personal success and financial growth, right? So, going to my PowerPoint here, my PowerPoint here, it says from 61 to millions, join my journey, right? So I want to say that the strategies that I have now are based on probability, trend, and risk management. So I'm not gambling at all. Based upon my experience. Oh yeah, the last thing here at least is the fundamental analysis. So all those four things together combined uh, creates my idea. And my idea, my what I like to call myself, is a techno fundamentalist, and this is what some other momentum growth style investors call themselves in the past. So I continue with that tradition by calling myself a techno fundamentalist, where I combine technical analysis and fundamental analysis together. Um, that is style one. Style two or strategy two is a slightly type of a income later approach. And I will never discuss this at all in these series of videos. Probably, maybe I will. I don't know. I don't think so. Um, I also want to say my risk tolerance is high, but that is in a context. It's in a context, an envelope of probabilities, trend, and risk management, and fundamental analysis, and other things. Uh, that makes it have a type of sense. And so now looking at where at that 61,000, remember I said I'm starting from 61,000. Actually, it was a little, it was a bit better. It grew a little bit. Um, Looking at that here, you can see here on the left side that it says 61,000. That's the total account value. I am using margin, two-to-one margin, so the total market value is about $137,000, right? And it says negative $3,000, but that is actually a little bit deceptive. Remember, I have two strategies here. The first strategy is the momentum growth style strategy. The second is the income later approach strategy. So the second strategy is kind of showing this negative balance, but it's quite deceptive. So look at this red box. That's the first strategy. You can see all the stocks I'm invested in, over 10 stocks, right? Now, sometimes I would just invest in four, but in this case, I saw big opportunities and I invested in these stocks. And you can see here at the end of this red box, it says $10,000 gain. So I'm actually in a profit. But remember, that is the momentum growth style strategy one. Strategy two, the income later approach, is showing, you can see here, I X'd it out, the secret strategy, right? Because I'm not going to discuss it at all, is showing a negative 13,000. And I want to say that this actually most likely will always be negative. In fact, the market value is sitting at almost $30,000. That will actually grow. It will keep growing, but I I I think that this will be right. I predict that within a year or two, this will always be negative. Maybe not, but it should be always be negative. It's what as far as what I saw here. But the market value itself will grow, right? I'm not going to get into too many details about that. What's important here is the gain and loss actually is positive. So this is a little bit tricky here. All this the account value will also, double and quadruple and grow more. So yeah, it's a little tricky. but it will eventually get to $1 million, and you're going to be there with me along this journey. So yeah, big investment figures and ideas that work here in the long run from the greats. Again, Nicholas Darvis, William O'Neill, those people, and I've incorporated a little bit Warren Buffett. But Warren Buffett's philosophy he holds for decades and decades, and I'm more, like I said, our idea is more of a heavy, focuses heavy more on momentum growth style of investing, a little bit different from Warren Buffett's investing strategy. So, so, so that's all. That's basically it. If you're ready to follow along and learn from my journey, you want to grow with me, hit that subscribe button, and hey, I'll be here and I'll be posting periodically, and I'm excited to see where this journey takes us. So, this is Rocket Man, and I'll see you later. Over and out. Bye bye.